Yeah. What's the deal? You kicking it with KCMC? This is from the stands of a sports fan, my man Pots and Pans. The rumors are true. Anthony Davis officially traded from the LA Lakers in exchange for Luka Doncic from the Dallas Mavericks. The Los Angeles Lakers beat the New York Knicks on Saturday, then made one of the most shocking deals in NBA history. The team is sending Anthony Davis, Max Christie, and a first-round pick to the Dallas Mavericks in exchange for Luka Doncic, Max Kleber, and Markieff Morris in a three-team deal that also includes the Utah Jazz. This is according to Shams, right? Luka Doncic is currently out with a calf injury, but has made 5 straight All-Star first teams only at the age of 25. Dallas had concerns about Doncic's conditioning, which has been his main issue as an NBA player, and his approaching negotiations for another Supermax deal. Doncic has 2 years left on his current deal after this season right now. Luka Doncic is currently, like we said, he's out with a calf injury. And Anthony Davis, man, he'll be 32 next month, if I'm not mistaken. Wow. A deal so crazy, people didn't think it was real. Anthony Davis for Luka Doncic. Let me tell you the surprising thing of this trade. The most surprising thing about this trade here, I don't even think that it's Anthony Davis got traded. It's really the fact that Luka Doncic got traded. Because I don't think anybody was expecting Luka Doncic to get traded from the Dallas Mavericks. I can see Kyrie getting traded for Luka. But clearly that's not the case. Now, according to the report, the Dallas Mavericks were concerned over Luka Doncic's conditioning. They're basically saying, we don't think you necessarily putting yourself in the best position to be in a good shape, bro. They saying you starting to not look like you really caring. Even though he's still a top scoring player in the NBA. If I'm not mistaken, averaging 28 points per game this season, even though he's out with a calf injury. Now, I know who is that, the owner, or who was the majority owner. Forgetting the dude's name, man. On Shark Tank too. Mark Cuban. Mark Cuban isn't the majority owner of the Dallas Mavericks anymore. But I'm going to tell you, dog, I think if he was, I don't know if this trade will go through. Now, that's not to say that he didn't have any say in this, Mark Cuban. But I think this is such a blockbuster trade that nobody saw coming. That's the big issue. Nobody saw Luka getting traded. Now, AD recently said something like he wished that the Lakers had a center that way he could play his true position as a 4. As a 4, a power forward. Now, I think that alone is, if I'm being honest, I might feel a certain type of way about that. That's like when the dude for the Indianapolis Colts, their new quarterback, that's like when he was like, yo, I'm getting tired out there, bro. I'm tired. Like, it's crazy out there. It's a lot of work. And they was like, wait, what? You basically sounding like you ain't conditioned for this. And they put him right on the bench, fam. They put him right on the bench. This is in the NFL. I feel like once you as a player, as an athlete, admit that things are tough for you in your current position or you're too tired, that's when most teams like, we got to get this nigga up out of here. We got to get you up out of here, bro. Because ain't nobody else complaining. Now, that's not to say that Luka was complaining, but if the team is already concerned about your conditioning, fam, and you supposed to be trying to negotiate to get a Supermax deal and you already out with a calf injury, Luka? That's tough, fam. I ain't gonna lie, that's tough. So, I think the question here is, who won the trade? Are the Lakers in a better position now that they have Luka? Or are the Mavericks in a better position now that they have AD? I would like to go and say, well, the Lakers did end up getting a center from Utah. I forgot the dude's name. The Lakers end up getting the center from Utah. Dallas Mavericks exchange for I forgot the they do have Markieff Morris, and I forgot the center that they got from Utah, the Lakers. But overall, bro, I'd like to say that the Lakers won this deal, but Luka has to be consistent. All right? Now, if the Lakers do have a legitimate big man, and they got LeBron, and they got Austin Rivers, and they got what's the kid name? Rui Hachimura, or whatever his name is. They got some decent players over there. Some good role players, I'll say. But they're superstars. They're stars. That's what matters. So now they've been heavily dependent on LeBron James. I think Luka is a great addition. But you got to do better with your conditioning if that was the problem in Dallas, fam. Because the Lakers don't need no half playing players, bro. And I don't even care about the Lakers. I'm not a Lakers fan, but I just think the Lakers won this trade. I don't think the Mavericks are really about to do too much better than what they did last season, which was go to the finals. I don't think the Mavericks are going back to the finals. I don't think the Lakers are going too far. I don't see the Lakers going past the second round. But that all depends on if Luka is healthy. Now, the Lakers was dealing with AD not being healthy a lot of the times, too. But who's more valuable, AD or Luka Doncic to the Lakers with LeBron? A lot of people be like, oh, man, AD with Kyrie, that's about to be crazy. Bro, AD was just with LeBron James, bro. And they didn't win a championship. I know you're going to say they won in 2020. Bro, that's the bubble championship. Nobody respects that championship. Not even Lakers respect that. Laker fans don't respect that championship. Trust me, I heard from some of them. With that being said, the Lakers have not sniffed an NBA Finals or championship outside the NBA Cup since 2020. So I feel like that 2020 bubble deal right there, shortened season or however it was, that was the best way LeBron can get another championship in his career. Other than that, he's not going to sniff another one, bro. But for the end of his career, and this move ain't going to do no better. So congratulations to the Lakers for upping their game a little bit, but you won't be going anywhere. In Dallas, I really don't think y'all going anywhere either. I don't see it. It depends on AD's health, but we'll see. Let me know what you think. Go off in the live chat in the comments. Do you think the Lakers won this trade, or did the Dallas Mavericks win this trade by Anthony Davis going from the Lakers to the Mavericks and Luka Doncic going from the Mavericks to the Lakers? Who won that trade? Go off in the live chat in the comments or call into the show 313-466-4386. Actually, don't call in. Please don't. Now that I think about it. Give me a second. I want to talk about something else real quick. Another topic that we got to talk on. This is still in the NBA. And I want to talk about this just in general. It ain't got nothing to do with the player himself. I just want to say that for the record. Hold on. Let me get this together. It has nothing to do with the player. So you can see the title right there. Andre Iguodala getting his jersey retired. This coming from NBA.com by the Golden State Warriors. The Warriors will retire Andre Iguodala's number 9 jersey on Sunday, February 23rd, following the team's game against the Dallas Mavericks at Chase Center, making him just the 7th player in Warriors franchise history to have his jersey retired by the organization. Iguodala's number 9 will join Warriors legend Alvin Attles, number 16, Rick Barry, number 24, Wilt Chamberlain, number 13, Tom Meshery, number 14, Chris Mullin, number 17, and Nate Thurman, number 42. Congratulations to Andre Iguodala being announced that he getting his jersey retired. That's the first thing I want to say, just so I can get that out the way. Don't nobody think I'm hating. Andre Iguodala getting his jersey retired by the Golden State Warriors. Now, with that being said, why? I know Andre Iguodala, he came to the Mavericks in 2013. He was part of all of their championships, if I'm not mistaken. So I get it. He helped y'all win championships. Cool. He was finals MVP. I get it. But I'm going to be honest. I like Andre Iguodala, especially since the 76ers days. But I don't think he deserved to get his jersey retired, bro. Especially before Steph. Are you serious? If they were to retire Andre Iguodala's jersey, I think it should have came even after Steph retired. Just so it looks right. For Steph to be in the building when his teammate, who got Finals MVP over him, which I think is debatable, I think Steph should have got it. For Steph Curry to still be in the building playing a game during a season where his teammate gets his jersey retired before him, I think that's highly disrespectful. Yes, Andre Iguodala retired already. Yes, he probably met the threshold to get his jersey retired, I guess. The threshold. Do you really think Andre... Listen. Seven numbers retired in Golden State right now. And we're seeing people get their jersey retired all across the NBA. And I don't even think most of these niggas do deserve to get their jersey retired. At least he won a championship with his team. But some players ain't never won a championship with their team. Or never really impacted it like I think they should to get their jersey retired. People just like, you've been with us for a long time. You've been loyal. We like you. We going to retire your jersey. What? If we keep doing this, bro, I'll give it 20 years. There's barely going to be numbers to use. They're going to start wearing symbols and punctuation marks on their jerseys, bro. Or some type of, it's going to be emojis on these jerseys if they keep doing stuff like this. Just retiring people's jersey. Bro, I do not remember this many jersey retirements being announced in the 90s or even the early 2000s. I don't remember this. I feel like they're giving jersey retirements to almost anybody at this point. Not to say that Andre Iguodala don't deserve it, but just not before Steph. And I'm going to be honest with you, I really don't even think he deserved it in Golden State. I just don't. And I like Andre Iguodala. But do you think Andre Iguodala is worthy of getting his jersey retired at this current moment right now with the Golden State Warriors? That's really my question to you. Please sign off in the live chat in the comments. Do not call into the show, but let me know, should Andre Iguodala have his jersey retired in Golden State right now? Is it worth it? Did he really deserve that? Go off in the live chat in the comments. Do not call into the show, but the number is 313-466-4386. Another topic we're going to breeze through real quick if you don't mind. We're going to keep it in NBA as a matter of fact. I do have another NBA topic, and this is interesting to me. You see that change right there? Let's go through this right here. NBA Commissioner Adam Silver says he is a fan of shortening NBA quarters to 10 minutes. Adam Silver recently appeared on the Dan Patrick Show on Wednesday, January 29th. Dan Patrick asked Adam Silver to share the wildest idea that the NBA has considered to change the league. This is a quote. Came from Adam Silver. He said, quote, "One that's only been discussed a little. I wouldn't put it necessarily in the category of being so wild. It's potentially 2 free throws for a foul on a 3-point shot. 2 free throws instead of 1. I don't necessarily think I would do it in the last 2 minutes of a game, but I think that's something interesting. So instead of a 4-point play, if you get fouled at a 3, you can potentially get a 5-point play off of a foul from a 3-point. I know James Harden is somewhere clicking his heels together. He's one of the main ones that'll draw a foul off of a 3-point. And I hate that move. A second idea, Adam Silver told Dan Patrick, is changing the length of a quarter from 12 minutes to 10 minutes. Adam Silver described himself as a fan of this, but said that he was probably in a minority on it. So instead of playing 48 minutes, they'll play 40 minutes. Now, I think Adam Silver was essentially doing this to, I don't know, maybe protect the players from injury by having them play less minutes. It's 8 less minutes per game. I'm pretty sure that adds up throughout the season. And I want to say this is Adam Silver trying to help players' health in regards to them not getting injured as much. I want to talk about two things. One, the three-point foul having two shots. I think if that's really the case, if you really want to adjust the number of shots they get from a foul on three, just give them 3 shots then. That way, if they make it or miss it, they still get an opportunity to get 3. So make it a 6-point play instead. Just making it a 5-point play, just adding another foul shot to a foul on the 3, I don't think that makes sense. I'd rather you give them the whole 3. Now, I know if you get fouled on the 3 and you don't make it, you get all 3. But if you foul and you make it, you only get 1. Now, I think that's the situation where they're saying, let's give people 2 foul shots if they get fouled on the 3-point. That sounds cool. I'd just rather keep it consistent. If it's a 3-pointer and somebody fouls you at a 3-pointer, whether you make it or not, give a person 3 shots. Give them 3 shots. Now, I'm going to be honest. Initially, I thought that was stupid to give a person 2 foul shots if they fouled on the 3-point line. But now I don't think it's too bad. Like I said, I think you should raise it to 3. Now, with that being said, moving on to the 12-minute quarters to 10-minute quarters. I don't know what the purpose of that would be per se. If it is for the health of the players, okay. But like I say before, if you get injured consistently, that just means you're not built for this. As in, you're not built for the professional league. That's my personal opinion. So I don't want to use shortening minutes in a game as an excuse to try to save players from injury. I think that's kind of dumb. I want to say that. But other than that, why do we want... Adam Silver said he's looking at, I think he said college basketball games and maybe WNBA. How they're I think they have 40-minute play or something like that. So he's saying I'm comparing it to other leagues and other divisions or whatever you want to call it, to see like how we can kind of make this worldwide or whatever the case may be. You got to read the quote. This came from YahooNews.com if I'm not mistaken. Yahoo Sports. I don't necessarily think it's going to help players. I think if anything, we should shorten the games of the season. Not the length of the game, but instead of 82 games, make it 40. Have teams play maybe twice a week, and then let those games be publicized on cable TV, regular antenna TV, local TV. Like local cities should be able to see their local games on regular TV. If I live in Detroit and I want to see a Lakers game or a Philly game or a Dallas game, I should have to pay for a subscription for that. But if I want to watch my hometown team, I don't think I should have to pay for that. With that being said, if you want to increase viewership, because a point of what Adam Silver said is most games, NBA, WNBA or college, they're about 2 hours long. So the average NBA game during the broadcast at least is about 3 hours. So Adam Silver is trying to get somewhere in that 2-hour boat. That's what it seems like. Probably less media timeouts. Obviously, you're taking 8 minutes off the game. So it's going to be a lot less fouls and stuff like that. So, I mean, in theory, maybe it sounds cool. But I don't think shortening the length of the games, I don't think that's necessary. And he spoke on the three-pointers. He said, Adam Silver himself basically said, do I feel like we're shooting too many threes? Maybe. But he basically said that's pretty much how the game is going and how the skill of the player is going. Nah, fam. Nah, it's too many threes. For you to say maybe, you know it's too many threes. You just feel like politically you can't really put that out there as the commissioner of the NBA. Are the NBA players shooting too many threes? I think we can all agree on that. Should they make the three-point line further away? Should they take the three-point line away in general? That's interesting. Taking the three-point line away in general is very, very interesting. Making that old school basketball. But I don't want to be here talking about old school basketball. Overall, do I think Adam Silver or the NBA should lower quarters from 12 minutes to 10 minutes? Absolutely not. Shorten the games of the season from 82 to 40. Cut it in half, by more than half. And people will be more drawn to the games. If the players didn't play that often, like 3 games a week, sometimes 4 games a week, I think that would help them stay a little bit healthier, help them recover a little bit better in between games, and more people will feel like the season is short. Each game matters. We need to pay attention. That's the same thing with the NFL. It's only 18 games, 17 games. So it's like every week, it matters. You got to watch, especially if your team, you got to watch the game every week with the NFL. Because they don't play that often, so every game matters. Same thing it should be with the NBA or any other sport. They playing 160 games in the MLB. Ain't nobody trying to go watch that. Man, all them games, 162, I'd be tired of playing. I'd be tired of playing. Even if I love the game. I mean, maybe if you love the game, I get it, but 60 plus games is crazy. Baseball, lower that down to about 50 games. You'll probably have more people at those games. They'll be a lot more intense. So shorten the seasons down. Don't shorten down the time of the quarter. That's just what I think. Do you think Adam Silver or the NBA should lower the time of the quarters in the NBA from 12 minutes to 10 minutes? And what benefit does that have to the players of the NBA? I want to hear your side of it. Go off in the live chat, in the comments. Please don't call into the show. We're not doing that right now. But the number is at the bottom, 313-466-4386. Are we done with, I think we done with basketball. We done with basketball. So we're going to move on to another topic, another story. Yeah, let's get straight to this. Oh, man, is this it? No. Let's talk about the fight that just happened. Technically last night in Las Vegas, as a matter of fact, T-Mobile Arena. First and foremost, shout out to David Benavidez, man. He ended up getting the victory. Unanimous victory against David Morrell Jr. As a matter of fact, David Benavidez, 30-0 with 24 knockouts. Overwhelmed David Morrell Jr. 11-1 with 9 knockouts with high volume punching output towards a unanimous decision victory at T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas. And live on pay-per-view Saturday night. Judges scored it 115-111, 115-111, 118-108, all in Benavidez's favor. With the victory, Benavidez becomes a unified interim WBC and WBA regular light heavyweight world champion and the mandatory challenger to the winner of the February 22nd rematch between undisputed 175-pound ruler Arthur Beterbiev and Dimitri Bivol, whatever his name is. Congratulations to Benavidez. He got a challenger, a mandatory challenger of the winner between the February 2nd match. So he got a guaranteed fight coming up in, well, I don't know. That's not to say that it's going to come up in February, but he got another fight coming up between the winner of those two matches. Benavidez. I watched that fight with my boy. Shout out to my boy Keenan, a.k.a. Uncle KG. I watched this fight. It was very interesting. Benavidez, you see right here, versus Morrell right here. Now, from what I saw, I didn't see the whole weigh-in and everything, but people were saying that they were saying some hateful stuff to each other. They really don't like each other. And that's cool. I actually like fights where the fighters don't like each other. I like that. I appreciate that more. I actually respect it. When fighters don't have respect for each other, I respect it. So my boy was saying, yo, these two fighters, they've been talking a lot of smack to each other. They really don't like each other. You can kind of tell that in the ring. But I was like, if they really don't like each other, I don't want them holding hands, hugging, slapping fists, giving dap at the end of the fight. Lo and behold, after the 12th round, that's the first thing they did. Come up to each other, hug each other, talk, did all this smiling, kikiing. That makes me think the fight is rigged, bro, or it's fake. That's not to say it is. But unless y'all hate each other, bro, why would I want to knock out somebody that I really respect? I want to see them get money and take care of their family. Why would I really try to knock you out in front of your family? That'll be in the back of my head. Yes, if you're a boxer, you're probably thinking it's all in the love of the sport. If I knock you out, it is what it is. Come with it. You stepped in the ring with me. But for two fighters who don't like each other at all, hate each other almost, want to really knock each other's head out, that makes a fight. We seeing too many fights between fighters who either respect each other too much or they act like they respect each other too much or they don't like each other and then end up showing too much respect at the end. I don't like that. Give me my money back. Now, I didn't pay for this fight. Shout out to my boy KG. But I would want my money back. Y'all in here kikiing, laughing, hugging, kissing. Were y'all taking that fight serious? Or do you really like this man? That's my whole question. So Benavidez, he won. My boy KG actually had a parlay on Benavidez actually knocking out Morrell. And in either the 7th or 8th round, the 9th or 10th round, or the 11th or 12th round. Basically the back half of the fight. And he didn't. Benavidez has 24 knockouts out of 30 fights. It's only 6 people he did not knock out. It's a good bet to bet that he would knock this man out, Morrell. That David Benavidez would knock out Morrell. My boy bet on that, and it didn't happen. I barely even like to watch boxing if somebody's not getting knocked out. I want to see somebody get knocked out on the canvas. And I don't see that too often, which is why I don't even spend my money for pay-per-view on fights anymore. I used to, but not anymore. So congratulations to Benavidez. This is my first fight that I recall watching Benavidez. My first fight watching Benavidez. Morrell never heard of him, but he put up a pretty decent fight, if I'm being honest. So congratulations to David Benavidez doing his thing, getting a victory today, staying undefeated also against a fighter who was pretty much undefeated against better fighters, like 2-0 or something like that. Not too crazy, but about 2-0. So congratulations to Benavidez. Great fight, entertaining. But I didn't see the knockout or KO that I really wanted to see, man. But let me know what you think. Go off in the live chat in the comments. Call into the show, 313-466-4386. I do have my last topic I do want to kind of float through if you don't mind. This is also unboxing if you don't mind. When I put it up, you probably going to think I'm joking. But I'm not. You see this right here, right? Jake Paul set to fight his brother, Logan Paul. Made a special social media announcement Tuesday that created widespread speculation the brothers would fight each other. But they teased March 27th as a fight streaming on Max, which will be a reality series rather than a boxing match. A reality series rather than a boxing match? Calling it, quote, the moment you've waited a decade for. The post featured a head-to-head shot of the brothers with a March 27 date and the Max logo. The release date elaborated on those posts. The release later elaborated on those posts by specifying that the series, which will feature archives and previously unseen footage of the Paul brothers, will involve 8 episodes, and its debut season finale will air on May 15th. 8 episodes between March 27th and May 15th. I'm assuming they're releasing one a week on Max. So wait a minute. You telling me they not fighting? The Paul brothers are not fighting even though it says that they are? Okay. There's been mixed reports. Some saying that they are fighting. Some saying that they aren't. They just releasing a reality series. I wouldn't be surprised if it is a series. The Paul brothers, I'm not going to call them entertaining, but they can put some entertaining things together. The Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson fight was one of the BS fights I've seen in a long time. Oh, thank God I didn't have to pay for that. It was so free on Netflix for me personally because I got T-Mobile. Shout out to T-Mobile. It's included, Netflix. But Jake Paul, your brother, like, I can't even take y'all serious. Fighting somebody else, let alone fighting each other. So whether this is true or not, I mean this wholeheartedly when I say I for sure don't care about this fight, and I for sure will not be watching it. For sure, for sure. If it's anybody who has too much respect for each other, it's two brothers fighting. It's like Jermell and Jarmell fighting each other. Charlo. Not to say that they wouldn't fight each other, but do I think one of them gonna really try to knock the other one out for real? For real? No. 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 So I think this is about the same. Ain't nobody gonna try to knock each other out for real if they are fighting. And if y'all just did all this just to announce a series on HBO Max or Max, whatever we calling it, that's super corny. What you all waited a decade for? You trying to say people waited 10 years to see a reality series between you and your brother? Hell no. No. It better end in a fight at this point. So I don't necessarily want to see a fight between Jake Paul and Logan Paul. But if y'all did all this promoting just for a series on Max, super lame if you ask me. Super lame. And I really don't want to see you fight. Now they say Jake Paul is supposed to be fighting Conor McGregor. Now, I don't know if that's going to happen or not, but I will hope that Conor McGregor is really going to try to knock Jake Paul's head off if that happens. He's not just there for a bag. I would imagine Conor McGregor feels like he needs to redeem his name in some way. So he don't want to take another L, especially against a YouTuber. Or even a tie, for that matter, against a YouTuber. That's not to say Conor McGregor wouldn't take a bag to do some crazy stuff. I would agree with that, but I don't know. So, Jake Paul, Logan Paul. Is this the fight that we needed to see? Is this the fight that you want to see? And would you pay for it? I say no. But let me know what you think. Go off in the live chat in the comments or call into the show, 313-466-4386. As a matter of fact, do not call into the show because we about to get up out of here. Just wanted to pop in real quick and do a live broadcast talking about this Anthony Davis, Luka Doncic trade, talking about Adam Silver changing the NBA potentially, and then talking about this Benavidez fight, man, which is very interesting also. Hey, man, I need you to go off in the live chat in the comments. Let me know what you think about the topics that we did discuss today, and make sure you also hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and hit the alert so you know when we go on live, because we might pop up on you at any time. Appreciate you for kicking it with KCMC. Also, to let you know, coming up on the channel, we got more episodes of Unk Talk coming very, very soon. So I can't wait for you to check that out. We actually just recorded one today, so we'll be getting to that soon. Other than that, appreciate you for kicking it with KCMC from the stands of a sports fan. We up out of here. Later.